At a discussion held by the Laramie County Community College Board of Trustees on April 27th, several college employees brought their concerns to the board. Mathematics instructor Fuji Adachi said morale is not the biggest issue on campus, but rather administrators using policies to retaliate against employees.
What I see here, I think the board has missed the target. Morale issue, I don't think is the key point here. Disability stuff is being used by administrators to shut people up. It's the closed system that you put, these complaints forward. The people that are perpetrators are the ones that are making the judgment whether it should go forward or not. You don't get any sort of resolution. And plus you get reprimanded for saying those things. We need to have an avenue to get this information up if we're not getting satisfaction at the lower levels. I've got probably 50 pages of documentations of violations in terms of intimidation and retaliation, and I think you guys need to get involved with this because it's not going to get to you folks. It's going to be cut off before then. I've been told twice that you better watch what you're saying because I've got spies out there. I've got people that are going to tell on you, and these spies are being rewarded. Okay? And so who the hell do I trust? Okay, if this is being condoned by administration and saying I've got people spying on me, I've had 2 incidents of this, okay, I can't speak about things because somebody's going to be telling on me. I don't know who to trust. We're blocked by procedures, and we send things up and it doesn't go anywhere.
Adachi said changing policies will not necessarily change the atmosphere of the college.
This is not good for morale, right? It doesn't matter what policies you change for me. I don't care. And what's happening is that we are being put upon in terms of favoritism, retaliation, threats, by administrators.
Also at the meeting, LCCC theater instructor Dave Gare read anonymous comments made by college administrators, including a comment pointing to trustee Dr. Kevin Kelty as a source of fear at the college.
LCCC strengths: we have dedicated faculty and staff, strong leadership from most of the administration, strong technology, facilities, and salaries. Weaknesses: there is a sense of fear on campus with the recent addition of Kevin Kelty to the board. There's a real conflict of interest with Trina being in WEA and married to Kevin. It encourages fear on campus. People are scared to talk in meetings and express their true feelings because they know that Trina will take it home to Kevin and fear that he will take action against them for speaking out. Friendship of the interim president with Kevin and his group of minions is a problem. The feeling that Kevin Kelty, Rich Laidlaw, Mark Elliott, and the other 3 to 4 members of their group have a hit list. The board's inability to support administration. I always feel as if the board is against LCCC. Why are we fighting against ourselves? Aren't the board members here to work with us?
Dave Gare also read comments gathered from across campus.
The board seems to be ruling by a fear factor. Where is the new day that we were promised? What will the board and president be doing to rectify the fear that is abundant on campus? We are afraid to say anything to anyone for fear of retaliation and losing our jobs.
The anonymous accusations directed at the board shocked board chair Brenda Little.
I'm a bit speechless. I don't know what to say about the environment at the college is hostile and that the board is ruling with an iron hand. I don't know what to say about that.
Trustee Ed Mosier, elected to the board in the last election, was also upset by the comments.
I just I'd like to ask a lot of questions, but I'll only ask one, and I don't know how we get input back on that, but one thing that being new to the board and looking at this from a different perspective than I have in the past, there is a concern on the board's part for education and quality education and what we're doing for the students. And when I run into a comment that says the board's against the college, that's frustrating to me. So
it's frustrating to a lot of us.
Yeah.
my concern is, what does the board do that seems to not support education, that doesn't support the college? So when I'm listening to people, that's what I'd like to hear. I'd like to know why you feel that way.
Kilty responded to the accusation, and so did others attending the meeting, including Jerry Griego, accounting and business instructor at LCCC.
And the first is the critique of the board from the comments that Dave read earlier this evening. I also found them very toxic. I have not found that to be true of the board at all. I also have heard how people are scared of Kevin. Kevin is a very passionate guy. And I would say, having watched this process now in the last 5 months, that those fears are so unfounded.
People have an absolute right to express their opinions. If they're extremely unhappy with me, that's fine. I make mistakes of judgment like everyone else. But my issues at present are the same issues I talked about in the election. They are trying to increase transparency, trying to find resources for faculty, and I think I mentioned that in the election. And so if people are very unhappy that I seem to be looking out for faculty, well, I am at the present time. And I think when we get those faculty number issues finished, I'll turn to other things if there are other things to do. But I listen to staff, I listen to students, I listen to community members, I listen to faculty, and I listen to even the occasional administrator, although not the one who's talking about me there apparently. So I think I'm trying to do my job as honestly as I can.